Welcome to Endgame Club. This is Tuesday of week number 2, and we're bringing you round 5. Frenz is up against Mymas. We're a little behind schedule here, so let me go ahead and start the game. But very briefly, BJ Baker is way off in the lead, although Neo Ozzy chasing now at +3, and then Farmer Single Swim at +1. So far, the story of the game is 2 doubles for VJ Baker, and Ozzy chewing them up 1 point at a time. This brings us to round 5. And I believe we got the colors correct. Frenz is black versus Mymas. Both of us at -1, which would seem to mean no more streak. Mymas and Frenz got through round the whole first week actually with no strikes against. So that is not going to keep happening, folks. So the theme of Chapter 4 of Sharashevsky, which we're now into, is the question of exchanging, or as it is written, the problem of exchanging. Okay, this is universal to all phases of chess, but deciding. Nope, mouse slip. I think I was supposed to play rook e6. Now, this is a little abnormal, but in the interest of a good game. Thanks, Mymas. Okay, so now I'm protecting my c6 pawn. I'm not just outright losing a pawn. And Mymas is following the textbook. So let me recap that for a moment. There's a weak bishop on b7, also a weak pawn, but Sharashevsky does not recommend knight to c5. What he recommends is actually taking that off, and what Mymas has done so far is cleaned things up a little bit. So now black's weaknesses are a little simpler, but you'll see white has these 2 very good rooks. He's betting on his bishop being better than this knight. The knight has no outpost, so there's a lot to be said for that. And I think what we may see in the next few moves is some action on the king side. Okay, so it's up to Frenz now. What are you going to do? I might try to put my knight on c4. Or later on e4. I got to get this knight somewhere good. This is all got to be very carefully calculated, though. Frenz actually doing a little bit better job running the tournament compared to. I got a double against me. Oh yeah, you can see that. I think it was round 2. But alright, so Frenz kind of wants that square. That forces b4, it would seem like. And then I think we'll go ahead and double these. And that's probably going to put that. Aha! Yeah, see, here's how it goes. rook to d2 is just a rook, right? Knight takes. Now that's playable. That's very interesting. So Frenz is going to seize the 7th rank and see what we can do with this position. Bishop a2 is now temporarily unplayable. Rook c2 though. That falls into a trap though. Then we have interesting. Okay, so rook g2 check, fork, rook down to c6 maybe. Knight takes b4. Let's do it.
Check.
And if he doesn't go for it,
check.
Well, that's cooperative. Now watch the bishop. It's a light squared bishop. There we go. And that's perfect. I was very lucky for me, but that walks right into a nice fork. I'm not going to win material, but that should take care of that. What do you think? Extra pawn on both sides. I think we're taking.
Check.
Now rook goes behind the passed pawn, but so rook e6 would protect the a pawn, and I really don't want to lose the a pawn. But I also want to play king to f6 right away. So
check.
Here's the problem of exchanging. There is no way that Mymas can trade rooks. That is completely unplayable, right? It's just an extra pawn on both sides. It is totally lost if he wants to try that. So I think Frenz would like to... I'm just going to play king e5, rook takes h6, king d4, and then come over here to the a pawn. And what does he do to stop that? Rook check on h4, and then c4. Okay, let's do it. Thing is, I got his king cut off. Okay, and that is a big add.
Check.
So my b pawn is free to roll, and if you think about what the white king can do, he cannot do a whole lot because I got this rook here. So f4, that's just fine. And this is looking really hopeless for Mymas. Well, he does have the outside h pawn, kind of. Okay. That's a good move. Let's go ahead and get the a5 pawn.
Check.
Okay, so some good luck, but also, what do we like about this? So you see the rook is doing some great work protecting g6, and especially the e file. So it's not really clear what white can try to
check.
do. He can break, he can block with rook e3, but by this point,
check.
So rook e2, for example, and of course I just make a queen. And now Mymas is in a lot of trouble. Nothing wrong with king a1 on that handshake. Okay. Thanks for the take back. Yeah, so let's remember right away, Mymas was very generous and gave us a chance to play the thing as compared to what friends actually played. And that put us into this game. So how did I get there? I got a knight on c4 as a good outpost. I seized the 7th rank, although it walked into a looked pretty good move for Mymas. Actually turns out to be a very costly one with an extra pawn on g2 and another extra pawn on b4. Now I got extra pawns on both, covering the a6 and also liquidating. And that's a case where you definitely want to exchange. So Frentz liquidates into a rook endgame, actually sacrificed the h6 pawn, and then walks over here. And little indecision there, but basically we want to use the king. And notice how powerful this rook is, blocking the e-file, so white's king just can't do anything about it. And that's a strike for Frentz. Woohoo!